the more you can angle the tree trunk, the major part of the tree trunk, the more interesting that shape will be. So as you get the tree trunk to move to one side, and the trunk goes from thick to thin only as a branch cuts off. So if you're looking across the width of a branch, this is very thick, and it's almost as thick as this, and yet I've got a branch cutting off. So there's something wrong here. I have to thicken the branch. And if I thicken it, the trunk, if I thicken it this way, it's beginning to stand the tree back up. But if I thicken it this way, it reinforces the lean. And then so I'm looking at the total volume of the mass of this tree, and this thickness equals this plus this. Every time a tree moves over, the branches tend to want to move up to the sun so that the foliage will move up. So as this moves over this way, I'm going to have maybe one or two branches that come low, but most of them are going to come high. And the total branch at any one horizontal point, the total of the thickness and mass of all the branches here should equal here, should equal here. So we don't want to have this huge cacophony of foliage, of thick branches, because there's nothing to support it. So if you think of these trees, they have the same mass wherever they are. So all the mass foliage of the twigs, if you could push it into a compressor and push it down, it should be about the same as the trunk. You take any point. So this right across here looks like there's more mass than there is here. So this looks there are too many little things happening there to justify this thickness. So I'm going to make this bigger. And look how just moving it down and making it a little larger and something else that comes off, all of a sudden it looks normal now. So what you do is these trees grow according to this relative sense of mass. Are you with me? Yeah. And this is not, you just have to practice this a few times so that you understand how thick these trees are. So what I'd like you to do is take your canvas and start somewhere, not at the base, but start somewhere at a vertical point. And decide, if we start vertically, you realize it's going to be a hard tree to paint. It'll be easy to paint, but it's going to look boring. So I want you to start with the canvas and start with that in a slight lean. And as you go up and start to figure out where those branches are going to come off, I want you to sort of visually make sure your mass is the same. So as you get it higher, the amount, you want to make certain that the mass of all these dark shapes, which are trees and trunks and branches and limbs, equal themselves laterally as we come down. Are you with me? So just take a small brush and start that. Get about this.